Okay, here's section 4.4, and we have some laws for logarithms. Now, don't start panicking or anything. You're not going to have to memorize these, but you do need to know how they work. Okay, I'm going to show them to you in the form from the textbook, and then we're going to practice these with some actual numbers, right? So, log base A of A times B is log base A of A plus log base A of B. So these two things are interchangeable, okay? If I have a product of two numbers, that's the same thing as doing the log of their sums, okay? All right. Notice here the log is written one time, here it's written on both of them. Okay, so if a product is adding, then a quotient must be subtracting. The thing you need to pay attention to here is your numerator is the first number here. Your denominator is what's being subtracted. Okay, and then the one that really I think is the most important is this one. If I've got log base A of some number raised to an exponent, I can bring that exponent to the front. And this is very reminiscent of some stuff you'll see in Calculus 1 if you have to take Calculus 1. I can bring that number to the front as a constant. So let's look at these with some numbers, okay, instead of just letters. So we're not going to prove any of these. We're just going to use them, okay? All right, so I'll put the calculator to the side because we don't need it at this time. But let's say we've got log base 4 of 2 plus log base 4 of 32. Now, this thing I'm about to show you only works if their bases are the same, okay? If their bases are not the same, then you can't do anything unless they're natural logs or a base 10, a common log. But if their bases aren't the same, you can't do anything. So I've got log base 4 of 2 plus log base 4 of 32. Okay, so I can shorten this. I can't add these things, okay, because this it's not a 2 and it's not a 32, okay? Remember, this is the exponent that I have to raise the 4 to get to. This is the exponent I have to raise the 4 to get 32, okay? So instead of changing them to exponential form, let's use our product law, okay? If I have two numbers that have the same log on them and they're being added, then I keep the log and I multiply the numbers. Okay, so I do 2 times 32 is 64. So I have log base 4 of 64. And now I write that one as an exponential because I'm looking for what that is. I can put an X out here, a Y, whatever, an N, whatever variable I want to. I can put a question mark. But I need to put something because I've got to write it as an exponential. So this is base 4 to that exponent equals 64. So 4 to what exponent is 64 is what I'm looking for. Okay? And it's going to be 3.